first of all, hats off to Soumya ma'am and Veena ma'am. Their stories literally touched my heart. Pessimism leads to weakness and optimism to power. This strong quote was given by William James. The reason why I started with this quote is because I feel it perfectly embodies the story of a little girl I know. A young girl who I admire for her unwavering optimism in the face of unimaginable challenge. At just the age of 9, her life took a sudden and difficult turn. The age where you're supposed to have a carefree childhood, go to school, play with your friends, have laughter, was overshadowed with this immense illness. On December 2012, she was down with a heavy fever. A fever which was not subsiding for weeks. Her parents took her to a renowned hospital in Pune, where even the doctors couldn't comprehend what is going on with her. After a ton of tests, they got a slight hint that something is wrong with her kidneys. With that, the doctors suggested that she must undergo a dialysis treatment, which was not at all necessary. The doctors even further suggested that if she doesn't go through this dialysis treatment, she will face severe complications in the future and possibly not even survive this. Just imagine how disheartening it is for a parent to listen this about their own child. The parents were not convinced with this diagnosis, so they sought out for a second opinion. Away from their hometown, somewhere near Tamil Nadu, they sought for the best hospital. There, the doctors profoundly remarked that she has nephrotic syndrome, a chronic kidney disease, where your kidneys are severely damaged and excrete excess protein through your urine. It also leads to body swelling, fatigue, hormonal imbalance, which is led by mood swings. That's when her parents got to know why their own child is so agitated, angry, and not happy with anything she ever got. On a fine day, the doctor suggested that she must undergo a biopsy treatment. And that biopsy was another grueling ordeal for her. For the next 24 hours, she had to stay still on that one hospital bed. It's even a huge responsibility for an adult, let alone a child, to not play and while not understanding why she has to stay put on that one hospital bed. After that biopsy, she was put forth with heavy doses of steroids. By the age of 13, her weight ballooned up to 85 kgs. Where she couldn't understand the age where you take your best efforts to look nice, she was not able to understand why this is happening to her. She was overwhelmed by hiding her own fats. And this was not the end. Later that year, she was again diagnosed with another disease, a severe gastric ulcer, where she was repeatedly vomiting blood 24/7, where her friends were not able to understand that what is wrong with her, so that's why they shunned her out. That something is wrong with her, we will also get it. Just imagine the mental distress that child must go through. To understand that she has gastric ulcer, the doctors had to do another bunch of tests. Tests like endoscopy and colposcopy, where she was kept 24 hours on straight fasting. The age where you crave things to eat. Like Soumya ma'am said, her daughter was craving pizzas and burgers. That was the age that the little girl was craving every single thing. But she was forbidden to eat for the next 24 hours. There's another story. It's a funny thing when I see this wonderful audience. There's something that I recall. It involves a legendary actor-comedian, Charlie Chaplin, where he was giving an interview, and through that interview, he cracked a joke, and the crowd erupts in laughter. And later, after some time, he again cracked that same joke, and he could hear some giggles here and there. Later, some time passed, he made the same joke again for the third time, and there was pin-drop silence in the audience. And that's where he profoundly remarked, if you can't laugh on the same thing again and again, why do we cry over the same sorrow repeatedly? And that's when it hit me that we don't have to be sad or deep within your sorrows. You can laugh. You can forget your past. And continuing the little girl's story, you all might be thinking, did she survive this? How did she survive this? What made her so strong? The people around her. There were no religious place her parents didn't go to pray for her. Even though they were Christians, they didn't find any barrier to call any God for their own child because she was in that much of pain. Even though the doctors told her she had to fight this disease for whole her life, she had to eat that single medicine for whole her life, that was not a barrier for her. The biggest obstacle in your life isn't the world around you. It's your own mindset. Your mindset is the biggest weapon that you possess. It can either lead you to defeat or either lead you to victory. And I can assure you, if that little girl was not optimistic enough, she won't be standing right here in front of you, sharing the most difficult barrier she ever faced. And that's what I really want to tell you, that we all could face hardships in our life. We will all always be faced by hurdles. But the problem is when we stop because of those hurdles. When we really think that we cannot do it, believe me, no one else can talk for you. You're the only one who can speak for yourself. That was my reality, fighting with that disease. If those illusions took over my mind, I could have never reached the success I was dreaming for. And at last, I would really thank for this opportunity. As I was one of the students giving the interview, I would really love to thank SBUP, Rajkiran sir, Mansi ma'am, and thank you for being a lovely audience. That's my time.